You guys,
You could.
let me tell you, I just love your show. I love the pilot for Heroes.
Thank you.
It's so awesome. And, you know, how cool is it to have this hidden power? Well, why don't we start with you?
It's really cool. I mean, I think it has its ups and downs as we show in the series. It has its goods and its good parts and bad parts, and forms conflicts and stuff, and sort of cheers with everyday life, you know. And some people enjoy having it. Some people want it more than anything, and some people are pushing it away and trying to hide it.
Which seems to be what's happening with you. You don't want it because you don't know what's happening in your life.
Yeah, I mean, it's confusing. Imagine waking up one day and you discover that you can heal yourself. That every time you get broken, you put yourself back together. And it's just a normal teenage girl who's dealing with teenage issues and who has the choice of putting these powers to use or just pushing them aside and trying to forget about them and wanting to be completely normal.
Well, now, we don't know if you can fly or not yet because you jump. We don't know what happens.
Yeah. It's kind of, Peter has these beliefs, these feelings, these premonitions. I almost like to call them symptoms of flight, where he'll be getting out of bed and his foot hovers off the ground. You know, whether it actually happens or it's all in his head, you don't really know. And until he finally builds up the courage through random coincidence of coming across a guy who can paint the future, and he sees his own picture wearing the same clothes jumping off a building. He's never met this guy before, and he just builds courage to jump. You know, kind of stupidly, he should have started on like a 6-foot chain fence or something.
No, that wouldn't be as entertaining.
Yeah.
The tallest building that you can find.
Yeah, I know. Let's just go right to the 15-story building and just jump right off. Why not? Oh, you know what? Hey, just jump head first.
So your characters, they seem so. They seem mellow. I mean, I guess if I woke up and I thought maybe I could fly, I might running around telling everybody I can fly.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. There's a fear and there's an exhilaration. You know, it's two sides of a coin. Where, what would you do? What would you do? I mean, I know if that happened to me, I wouldn't tell a soul. I wouldn't tell anybody. Why?
Oh, I'd tell everyone. I'd be like, look what I can do.
Yeah.
But I think I said that as well before, as I was confused when I first read it. As, if I did that, if something happened to me, if I was healed or something, I'd be running to my mom going, look what I can do.
It's so funny.
Like, what's that?
And your character totally does like keep it hidden, whereas my character eventually, in like future stories, like starts to be very elated with the potential that he could fly. Whereas I'm the guy that's like, I'd be so quiet, I wouldn't tell a soul.
I would be running to everyone. My character's the opposite and does just like him, like hides it and doesn't want anyone to know and tries to forget it. It's just like, it's like denying an illness. You don't want it to be there, so you almost think you forget about it or don't really think about it or don't let anyone know that it'll all of a sudden disappear. But, at some point you have to come to terms with it, and it does arise, and so she has to figure out what she wants, as do all of the characters.
I kind of see you guys as superheroes. When you were a kid, did you read the comic books, and were you into
Totally.
Yeah,
I did. I had Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, Punisher. I gravitated more towards the guys that didn't have this unhuman ability. More guys who were crazy. Like Batman, he's really smart, smart and educated, same thing. He's terribly smart, educated.
You just said it again.
I know, I'm sorry. Just stick with me. I'll get to my point. Physically fit, but he's just crazy, and he's working off a passion, as opposed to Superman, who's ever the Boy Scout, and he's just naturally he can fly and look through walls and freeze things when he blows at them. And
so when you saw the script, did you say, hey, I've been reading comic books, this is what I want to do, this is awesome, or what did you do?
I saw it, and I was drawn just to the story and to the characters, because at the base, the foundation, you can say, of this show how these people, these real everyday people who still have to pay their bills, pick their kids up, go to cheer, be a hospice nurse, be a cop, be a politician, how they have to deal with their everyday lives, as well as now how complicated their lives could get because of extenuating circumstances.
Yeah, it's human stories. I think it has a really great combination of all the things like X-Men and things that are people really like today that are really popular, and 24, which is a great show, and it always this show seems to have a little bit of all of it and combined it in a realistic as it gets way.
Yeah, just like all of the actors, like we've chatted about it. Yeah, there's some cool effects and all that, but the attraction is we get to play real people dealing with these extraordinary circumstances
with incredible entertainment.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Definitely.